Well, welcome everybody to Friday Night Mouse Quiz. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm looking forward to another great game kicking off here at Mouse Quiz. And I'd like to bring on a special guest tonight, Mr. Matthew Krul from the Imagineer podcast.
Hey, everyone. Good to see
you. Hey, Matt,
you all.
how you doing tonight?
Good, Chad. How are you doing?
I can't complain, man. The only thing I can say about tonight is our producer, Gina, her internet's down. So we just gave her the whole night off. So now I'm like sitting here going, like, what do? I got to do it all myself. So if I screw something up tonight, guys, cut me a little bit of slack, but I think we've got this down. We've been doing this for about 3-4 months now. So I just have to come back in and you'll see me looking other places and clicking all kinds of different stuff. So
well, your live streams are significantly more well put together than mine. Mine are just very spontaneous. I'll have to take some notes after while we're doing this recording.
Well, we work on it. Okay. We work on it. We study it. We try to get really good at this, but it's that kind of a deal. So anyways, welcome Matthew from Imagineering Podcast.
Thank you.
And you guys put on a heck of a great show over there.
Thank you.
So
we do our best.
Yeah. You do guys, you just a great show. You guys do really well. Lots of listeners and fans. And so that's what's going on there tonight. So let me introduce what this platform is. And way back when this whole COVID thing started kicking off, President Trump put out this challenge to social media influencers. I didn't see myself as an influencer, but yet I'll look around after a live video the next day and see about 3,000-4,000 views. So I go, I got to have something here, right? So anyways, he put this challenge out to help people stay home, okay? And I went, well, what can I do? What's in my skill set? And I'm a pretty technical-minded guy. So I figured out how we could live stream a trivia night and play Disney trivia on Wednesdays and Fridays as our way of doing social distancing.
Distance, yeah.
Yeah, in order to help people play trivia, stay home, stay safe, and stay magical, right? And so that's what this whole deal is. And we've been inviting other podcasters to come back in and invite their audience and their crowd to come join us. And we get into a little bit of a little podcast family wars. Okay. A little bit of trash talking here. So we're inviting the Imagineer podcast fans, and we kind of threw them a little bit of a bone tonight, Matthew, right?
That's right. With the topic.
Yeah. So all the questions tonight are coming out of the Imagineering Story, right? And we're running 3 sets of questions tonight instead of 4. So we'll run a set of 10, 11. I think we've got 13 questions in on the first round.
Lucky
so 13. Yeah, 13 questions off of the first 2 series. Then we'll go to a round of the episodes 3 and 4, and then we'll do a round of episode 5 and 6. So, and if you guys could like, share, subscribe. A lot of us watch on YouTube, and that's great. Sometimes it's Facebook. We don't really care. We multi-stream to both. We're even out there on Periscope, Twitch tonight as well. So, and to tell you guys how to play, it's really simple. You're going to watch on one screen. A bunch of families watch together on YouTube and sit on the couch, and then they play on smartphones. So the technology is designed so you can bring up a smartphone, just type in this web address right down here. So, my autofocus. Getting the fingers. That's my fancy new camera here, cool. Right? Yeah. Right. crowd.live/imagine. Okay. And then it'll ask you for your screen name, whatever you want to use. Just keep it family friendly, please. And then you'll put an email address in there and you'll pick a team. Okay. If you don't have a team, just pick free agent. Okay. We get a lot of new people every week that's just joining us. So that's pretty much how that works. And when we kick off the game, I'll start sharing the trivia screen. You'll see the questions and answers on your phone, and you answer from that way. It's just like the pub style trivia. It starts off at the first round of questions is all 100 points. And as time goes by, you have 15 seconds to answer and your points go down. Okay. So, and then we go back in through leaderboards and all kinds of cool stuff, and you'll catch on pretty quick. So just any browser, crowd.live/imagine. And I think I covered the instructions: screen name, email, pick a team, or play as free agent. And I'm so bad at this, Matthew. I haven't even sent a single email out to the list yet. I should have been like announcing to the world, hey, Matthew's here tonight, but I haven't got that far yet.
Oh, that's fine. That's
right?
not a problem.
We did hit all the social media stuff, and I've been
did.
telling people for a while. So we're glad to have you here, right? And so that being said and done, our first quiz writer is Vicky, and I'm going to welcome her to the show as well. So, hey, Vicky, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Chad. Hey, Matt. Hey, everyone. Hey. I see all the regulars are back.
Yeah, let me come back over some of the comments as well. So speaking of that, I've kind of been ignoring them. So, and Kelsey is back tonight. She was a first timer. And Caitlin is here, and she's playing with her mom, Mary Ann.
Yay.
Yes. Okay. And so Mary Ann says hi. And Glenn from the Geeks, Geeking on WDW podcast, he says you got to stay on to the end of the pregame. We're a fickle bunch. Okay. So they've been doing a little pregame over in Zoom, getting their stuff together. And well, maybe it's good for people if they drink a little bit much, but that's what it is, right? And
it's a Friday night.
Yeah, it's a Friday night. So we have all kinds of fun tonight. And we do, I don't want to say on Friday nights adult topics, but we do a little bit more grown-up topics. Okay. Yeah. Like you wouldn't take Imagineering to a kid. Okay. But on a kid night on Wednesday nights, we might do things like characters and, what color was Woody's vest? Okay.
I still don't know.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. It's white and black. It's like cow colored.
Okay. Yes. I'm seeing it now.
I think Holstein is the name. There's a specific name for that style of cow. Right. And so Wesley says hi tonight, and Deidre is saying Margita is on Mouse Quiz tonight. Margita is a powerhouse to contend with. So, and let's see, Marianne's here and Margita's here. Rob is playing tonight, and Kurt Stone is cheering on the Geeks. Yeah, the Geeks got beat for the first time last week, Matthew.
I know.
So he's here cheering them on, and Yuli is watching tonight. And Vicky's Gina's out there watching on her phone. So I told her to take the night off and spend time with her family, but she still wants to hang with everybody because we love what we do here. And then Samantha's here tonight, and Nancy's here. So Derek says all of the family is on our devices and you're ready to go. Yeah, we're running a little. I just got to run through a little bit more of the shout outs here. Tony Ann is here from the Disney Crushers, and Carl Fredrickson was a teacher. I didn't follow that previous comment. So, and Avery is here. He was a new person to join us. Welcome
really
back.
Well.
Yeah, he did really well last week. And then Dan is back. And so Ryan, his 11-year-old, is excited because she's a future Imagineer. Awesome.
Right.
Cool.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And so Scott's saying, let's go Crushers. And Gina has her husband Brandon playing tonight as well. So I think we've caught up with our comments here, Vicky. So why don't you come back in and let us know what we can expect for this first round?
So first round is questions on the first 2 episodes of the Imagineering Story. I love those episodes the most because they're very geared on Disneyland. The first episode's Walt's whole life. And then the second episode goes into after we no longer have Walt with us, and Epcot, and then his brother's trying to get it built. And it's just very heartwarming. And anybody, I'm sure, cried at both episodes. So.
Yeah. That's when I put that post out there today, they all were like, jumping on me going, oh, great. We got to go through this tearjerkers again. So, well, okay. So good luck, everybody. Keep your Kleenex handy. I don't think you need Kleenex for Vicky's questions tonight.
No,
right?
no.
I hope not.
We kept
No, this is a no Kleenex required. So
it's fun.
Matt, you ready to play, Vicky?
I'm ready. I'm nervous.
Okay.
Imagine.
Yep. If you're just now joining us, pull up any web browser, crowd.live/imagine, put your name in, your email address, pick a team, and we'll get this round started and get it rolling. So this is where Gina normally comes in and starts doing stuff. So pardon me while I go hit some buttons. Okay.
I'm going to get it up on my phone. Hey, Papa, you're so good.
15 seconds. Helps if I get on the right game. I told you I need Gina. All right. Well, congratulations, Matthew.
Who would have thought? I
No
was really
surprise.
nervous. I guarantee you, inevitably, I'm going to get a couple of questions wrong. And some of those answer choices, I was like, these are tricky questions. But whenever you put out an Imagineering quiz, and obviously my podcast is all called Imagineering Podcast, I'm like, I have to defend the fact that I know something about Imagineering.
Well, I knew you guys would do good, right?
Yeah.
So we used to have like guest hosts write the questions, and then we realized we were asking too much of them. And so we figured what we would do is kind of like the first night somebody comes in and co-hosts will kind of write the questions towards their shows or what they do and kind of throw them a little bit of a curveball like that. So congratulations to Matthew, Holly, and Tony. And it looks like Holly pulled ahead of you there at the end there,
Yeah.
Tony. So yeah,
It was a close match the whole time.
Yeah, let's come back in and see what some of the crowd comments were here as well. Jen just says, I really just wanted to click gnomes.
Right.
For those of you just watching last week, I set up a funny answer about a dessert at Animal Kingdom, and I called them zebra gnomes, right? And I screwed it up and I made it the right answer and I had to throw it out. So it's like everybody gives me stuff on the gnomes these days, right? So so I had to throw a couple of gnomes distractors in there as well. Okay.
I do love those zebra gnomes, and I would have zebra gnomes.
Yeah, there we go, right? And so Rob says his son Luke is playing a couple rounds. Great. So we love it when families get to play together as well, okay? And Uli says, looks like relying on watching Imagineering Story 6 months ago wasn't a good plan.
Oh, yeah. Gotta rewatch.
I haven't watched it in a few months, so this is what's making me like a little nervous. Like there's some details I don't know if I'm going to remember.
Yeah, as well. So, and then they're cheering that Holly is back. Holly is a ringer over there for them. And so, and then we're cheering on Tony as well.
Woo-hoo.
Let's see. I'm not seeing, oh, and Judy says that she just joined for question 6 as well. And so Dan was saying great questions and topics. It was a great show on Disney Plus. And Ben was saying, I love these quizzes. I'm in England and I've stayed up to play tonight. It's thanks for staying up, Dan or Ben. We're honored to have you come in and play with us. Right. And then Deidre was saying she watched half of the first one today. It helped a little bit. And so, and then Kurt says he learned a lot of these answers from the Kings to the Magic Kingdom tour.
Oh, people like that tour a lot.
I love that tour. I've done it 3 times.
Oh, have you?
I love that tour.
Okay.
Wow.
I would do it again too. It's great.
So as I'm looking down at the results summary here, it seems like the first question is the one people, what day was Daddy's Day? I was thinking Sunday. Okay. But it's Saturday.
They said it in the first episode.
Yep. And then how did Walt get the first initial one? We had quite a few wrong answers on bank loans. And he actually was brilliant. He got paid to do an infomercial about his project. Like, that's just brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. Then looking through, I don't see any other real stumper questions in here. So, yeah. So awesome to everybody that played tonight, and great job to our top 3. And so let me bring Pete onto the show and come back into this. And welcome, Pete.
Hey, how's it going?
Can you hear us, Pete? Oh, doing great.
Hey,
so,
hey, Matt.
Hey, Pete.
Hi.
So let me see here.
I got my Imagineering shirt on.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it. I should have gotten I have an Imagineering mug. I should have gotten that.
And okay. And so Pete, you wrote the questions for the next round, and I've got to come back in here and warp everybody over. This is normally a Gina job. Okay. But I think I have this, and let me see if I do. And it looks like my screens have warped over. So hopefully you all playing at home, your screens have warped over as well. So, yep. So Pete wrote this next round of questions, and let me throw up some information here. So we want to come back in and welcome our quiz writer, Pete. Okay. And then if you're just now joining us, and you didn't get warped over, you can come bring up any web browser on a smartphone and go to crowd.live/imagine2. Okay. I'll give you a hint what the third round is going to be as well, right? It'll be Imagine 3 then if something happens to you, right? Because we're creative here, okay? We got the creative juices flowing.
You got to keep it simple.
Yeah, got to keep it simple. Got to keep it simple. But if you're just now joining us, bring up any smartphone web browser, crowd.live/imagine2 in the browser, and then you'll see a screen where you can come back in, pick a screen name, add your email, pick a team, or play as a free agent. And we'd love to have you come back in and join us on this next round. So that being said, Pete, what can you tell us about your round of questions? Kind of hints can you give us?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's mostly talking about a time that I really like, which is what was known as the Disney decade, right? Where it really went from just a theme park to the true resort and an international phenomenon, right? There's more than just in the United States. It went all over the world. So I think it's an interesting period of expansion, but I'm not going to give any hints.
Okay. So, well, we've got that going for us. Not any hints. I've looked at your questions, Pete. They are some solid questions tonight. Like really, really, really solid.
Well, thank you.
And I think we're going to do pretty well on these questions. Okay. But I think they'll be fun and entertaining as well. So let's come back in and we'll go ahead and kick this round off. And let me come back in and I'll start with this. And so crowd.live/imagine2. And this would be episodes 3 and 4 by Peter. So let me come back in and kick off some music here and we'll get this thing rolling. All right. Well, let's welcome everybody back and go.
Way to go, Jeremy.
Yeah, way to go, Jeremy, Matthew, and Glenn here.
Close game.
Yeah,
I feel like we were running a race that whole time.
Yeah, you guys were like, I was just sitting here going, who's going to come out ahead? Because you were just right there with him the whole time, man. So great job to you three. And so, yeah, what'd you guys think of that round of questions? Was there any stumpers in there? Any things that threw you guys a curveball?
I think I forgot that Michael Eisner had been there so long. Like, I always forget how long he had been the CEO for.
Yeah, it was over 20 years.
Yeah.
He was CEO for a long time. For me, it was the Disney Cruise Line. I was second guessing myself. Like, it's magic and wonder, right? It's not fantasy, it's wonder.
It's fantasy and dream were the newest.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's come back in and let me just throw this up here on this screen. We'll come back in and just open this up and drag this over. It won't be as pretty, but we can at least see how people did.
Yeah.
Kind of do a little bit of a review here. So, yeah, we did pretty well on the CEO one. Okay. And then Star Tours, we did pretty well on. And Hollywood Studios, nailed that one. What Imagineer famously thought of Splash Mountain while stuck in traffic? That one wasn't so good. Okay.
I did know that one.
Yeah. So I didn't remember that from there, but it was a little beyond Marty Sklar's.
Yeah, it was after him for sure.
Right.
And after Bob.
And after Bob.
And after Bob. And so Tony is about right on that one.
Yep.
And then it was the Magic and the Wonder, I believe, because it's Dream and Fantasy were the two newest.
Right.
Okay. And then Euro Disney, everybody did really well on. And then Joe Rohde, everybody did really well on.
Everyone knows Joe. Everyone knows Joe.
Everybody knows Joe, right? Yeah. If you don't know who Joe Rohde is and you're saying Imagineering, you're just not with it, right? Yep. So the Tree of Life was an oil rig deal.
Yeah, they usually talk about that in any historic video about Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, that was a great question. Okay. And then the centerpiece icon of Tokyo Disney Sea was a volcano.
Yep.
And then what Disney ride was inspired by an erector set? And that was Soarin' over California.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good job on
really
those.
Good questions.
They were good questions.
The really cool thing is, if you're a DVC member, I would tell you fight tooth and nail to get on the DVC member Soarin' tour at Disneyland.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. The one at Disney World, meh, you can keep it. It's just first ride of the day, really. The one at Disneyland, you go backstage with a ride operator who eats, lives, and breathes that ride. And he shows you the original Erector set.
Oh.
They pass around the cents from all of the original Soarin' Over California deal. He tells you all of these stats about how they circulate the air through there. And you see the deals. You're literally backstage. You get to go underneath the big dome that people get pulled up into, right? And watch a soaring from the backside of it. Oh, it's incredibly cool. Off the charts cool. Best Disney experience I've ever had.
That's very cool.
So yeah, we got to come back in and do that one. So let's just see if there's any questions here that I'm missing here, right? And so everybody's congratulations to Glenn. I'm just going to, yep. And then Uli says, awesome job on the questions, Pete. It looks like Pete's back, so I'll bring him back.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Them hidden. Yeah, sorry, my internet died on me.
Yeah, it happens, but just figured I'd bring you back for a little shout out there.
I was shocked that the cruise ship one was the one that was the stumper.
Yeah, because that one you might have known.
It was a little tricky, though. It was a little tricky.
Yep. So, and Gina was saying the first two ships in the cruise line is what the question, revolved around there. And so Nancy says I'm not good with names, so the Splash Mountain one got me. And Magic and the Wonder. And Kurt says I'm surprised at how many I knew.
Wow.
Yeah. And Samantha says that Tokyo Disney Sea is going to haunt me, right? And Tony Ann was saying the History Channel did a Modern Marvels that covered a lot of these questions.
Yeah, I like how much tech was in these questions, Pete. So it's cool.
Yeah, you did a great job on these questions.
Lots of engineering.
Thank you very much. Well,
And Amanda was saying, she missed the cruise line in the Arctic set, but I feel dumb because Soarin' makes the most sense. Yeah. And then some more shout out for Pete on the questions. And Kurt just says, I've got to get to Disneyland.
Oh, you got to go.
Definitely.
Put it high on your lists.
Yeah. Deidre is saying, let's get going to Disneyland, I believe. And then Samantha is saying here, yep. The G3, the Grand Gathering of Geeks, is a big meetup Kurt's family does. And so, yeah, we'll have to do a Disneyland version of that. I've been to the first one, and I think I helped name that as well, the Grand Gathering of Geeks. But
GGG.
Yep. So, okay, then. Alicia's wrote this last round of questions for us, and this round of questions is worth 300 points. Okay, so the last one was 200. This one will be 300. And so let me come back in as well and do a sneak peek as to how we're doing here coming into this round. Okay. Let me do this. Let me come in full screen on this. And let me change the banner to this third one. Imagine 3. Okay. And let's just do a sneak peek as to how we're doing here in the multi-game. Congratulations, Matthew, Jeremy, and DeBear. DeBear. Okay. So, Jeremy, you got a little catching up to do here, buddy. But the good news is in a 300-point round, you should be able to do that.
If Jeremy runs as fast as he did the last round, he's going to ace this.
Yeah. Yep. So, because for getting 20 out of, you got 3 more right than he did. So he's like,
the answer's fast.
He's sniping them, man.
Yeah.
He's on it, right?
Boom.
So let's just do a little sneak peek in to see how the teams are doing then. Okay. And right now, the Imagineer podcast is like killing everybody. Okay.
Go, guys. It's in the name of the podcast.
Yep. And then the Geeks are next, and then Team My DVC Points. And I didn't even select my team because I'm answering at the very last of it. So I didn't throw out and pull down my team average here. But I am answering, and I think I was like ranked 78 out of 80 or something because I'm answering so slow. But
I feel guilty answering questions that I wrote, so I skipped that round.
Yeah. Well, that probably pulled us down a little bit there too, then, Pete. So, yep. So, we don't answer them if we write them. That's kind of like our standard and our etiquette. We think it's kind of fair.
That's fair.
Yep. So, And then, Kurt was saying he likes her thinking to have a grand gathering there. And then Jeremy gives Pete another shout out for that. And
Thank you.
Yep. So good deal. Well, I think we're ready to kick off round 3 here. And this one's 10 questions. It is 300 points a question. So you're going to want to be fast on this one. And I think these are a little bit more tricky questions. Okay. So you might want to take some time to read. I'm not telling you that, but Alicia wrote these questions tonight, and she's an attorney. Okay. So she writes a little bit more technical questions. Right?
I'm going to be stumped. I'm sensing at least one wrong here.
I got faith in you, Matthew.
Going to throw me off.
I got faith in you. Yep. And Gina just sent me a text. I love her so much. She is just so awesome that I need to warp everybody over to round 3. So I was just sitting back enjoying that no one forced the warp on me. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a really good deal. So let me come back in and I should warp everybody over. And with a couple clicks of the mouse here, and my screens all went over to round number 3. So you guys should be there as well.
Yep.
All good.
Yep. Everybody's good there. If you're just now joining us one last time, crowd.live/Imagine3. Okay. For round 3. And I'm going to go ahead and kick this round off. So good luck, everybody. All right. Well, let me bring everybody back here. And so how'd you guys do that round? And congratulations to Deidre, Jeremy, and Megan.
Job.
So Matthew, you're still muted. Oh, there you
I
go.
am. I got like I said, I was going to get one wrong. I got one wrong.
And it was the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the Shanghai Disney one. I read it backwards.
Mhm.
So these questions were worded so smartly.
I got that one wrong too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, no,
that
wait,
one.
it's backwards.
That one would have taken me a while, right? Because like when I was I delayed playing, okay, but when I was reading them pregame, I was like, "Ooh, that's a really good question," but you're gonna get some people there, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and as well. So
I did pretty good though. I think I was 12th or something like that. So
Pretty good.
I'm slow, so that's pretty good.
yeah, I did. I answered 10 out of 10. I don't know if I see my rank on here, but I should have answered 10 out of 10. I read the questions ahead of time. But so, anyways, so Glenn was saying big grizzly mountain runaway mine cars.
I love that one.
I wanted to ride that.
It looks like so much fun.
Yeah, it does. It does, doesn't it? Right. And so Deidre is saying, "What? Woo! Yes,
Yeah,
congratulations, you killed it." And so my most favorite answer choice ever. Okay, it looks like Zebra Gnomes lost it then. So great job, Deidre. Great job. Couple more congratulations there, Kurt. That's our Deidre. Yes, yes, yes. And so Elizabeth or Nancy was saying, great questions. Couple more congratulations there. And Samantha says I got distracted laughing at this and almost entirely missed a question. Yep, Mama killed it as well. And yeah, Margita, you did really well in that.
For a while, yeah.
Yep. And so, and coming back in, and Glenn was saying, yeah, Mama was there the whole game. And Judy was saying, terrible. I only got three right. She let the geeks down. Oh no, Judy. So I hate to hear that, right? So sorry. Occasionally we do hear people having their screen freeze. I think people have a little bit better luck when they play on their data plan and not on Wi-Fi for some odd reason. And maybe it's because the stream is taking up too much data, but so, and then Rob says, I screwed up the authentically distinctively question.
That was the one.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Marianne was saying, excellent questions, Alicia. Those were good ones. They were a great final round worth of questions as well, right?
They were great questions, yeah.
Yep. And Ben was saying we only got Disney Plus in March this year, so the UK watched them quite recently. Great for the lockdown. That's right.
Very true.
Right. You did have a little bit of an advantage there. And so, yep. And Margita says, thanks, geeks. That was awesome. And good job, everybody. Yes, we hope to see everybody back for Wednesday. And I think that's kind of it. Just a bunch more congratulations type questions that I see out there in the comments. So what do you guys think? Right? What do you think? How do you think you're going to come out here, Matthew? Right?
I think I'm going to be 2 or 3. That's thinking optimistically. I know Jeremy definitely got ahead of me.
Yeah, he pulled ahead that round, right?
He did.
And I think we probably could have.
You probably got 2.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think Jeremy might have pulled something off on that one, right? And
all I can say is there's a smart group of folks here who know their Disney stuff. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, right. There certainly is, right? And so Holly's saying, great questions all tonight. Yay. Fun as usual. Fun questions. I love it. And then the geeks do a little pregame drinking party on Zoom, so they think it helps, right? And me too. And I immediately realized my error, and then I had to live with my decisions for 15 painful seconds. And then Glenn's just saying, as long as I'm close to Tony Ann, it's all good, right? So, okay, then let's come back in and see how we did here, and click some buttons here, and we'll show the multi-game ranking winners of the night. Congratulations, Matthew, Jeremy, and Holly.
Look at that.
look at that, Matthew.
Nice.
Just eked the. I don't know how I did that, but
newbies beginners luck, Matthew.
Yeah.
Newbies beginners luck, right? So
you live down to your podcast name. Good job.
I was going to say you get to keep the name of your podcast.
okay,
Otherwise,
I was ready to just quit. Throw in the towel.
Yeah, that is awesome. Congratulations to everybody. So, and then, Lindsay said I should have joined tonight.
Aww.
Yes, Lindsay, join. So, and then yay, Matthew, and Glenn saying yay, Holly, and Lily saying way to go, Matthew. So, yes, very much so as well. So, you guys ready for it then? I don't think there's an honorable mention. I think they rocked it, man. I mean,
very close.
Like within 79 points?
Mm-hmm.
No, I guess 4,300. So Holly came in a distant third there, but I mean, it's still a top 3, right?
You guys had me sweating. Literally, right? I'm literally sweating just trying to answer these questions fast and right.
Yeah. Yep. And so Amanda's saying you got street creds now, at least with the mouse quiz team here. And Jeremy sends you over a great job, Matthew. I guess this means I'll have to be a new listener for you. Yes,
please do.
Absolutely. Everybody needs to tune into his show. It's a really, really, really good show. Okay?
We talk about Imagineering.
Yeah, that's it, right? And rides and attractions and
it's all things Disney, but focus on Imagineering.
Yeah. So let's come back in and see how the teams did then. Okay. So I'm thinking the Imagineers.
I think so.
Probably pulled this one off.
I think we have to live up to our name.
Let me click a button and find out here. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Proud of my team.
So much.
Yes. 29 out of 33 questions here on an average and 4,293 points. And then the Geeks came back in, and then the MyDVC points did pretty good as well. We're usually not even on the top board. So this is two nights in a row we made it to the board. Okay. So congratulations to everybody who played from the MyDVC Points podcast team. I'm proud of you guys. Well, rock the MyDVC Points logo if I can figure out which side is which on my camera here. Anyways, I wanted to say thanks everybody for playing tonight. And Matthew, thanks for coming and joining and inviting your crew. Hopefully you guys come back. Yeah. So let me do a couple little administrative announcements here as well. I got the link working for those of you who want some t-shirts, mugs, or that kind of stuff from mydvcpoints.com/mousequizgear. You can get some of the Mouse Quiz logo. And then if you're new to the show, we would love to have you as our guest. Please keep coming back. If you're a regular player here and the show brings value to your life, this is a player-funded show. We really don't take commercial sponsors, although I'll give my podcast sponsors a shout out every now and then, just because they're really cool people. But it's really just kind of player-funded, and the software costs around $30 a night to run. So if you enjoy playing and you want to keep coming back, consider becoming a Patreon. If you're out of work or COVID or in an income loss or something like that, just keep playing. Okay, it's free. We've got this. Okay, we'll figure that out. We'll catch that up later, and we're doing pretty good there as well. And then the last piece of administrative stuff tonight: quiz writers wanted. Okay, we love giving Marianne nights off so that she could play tonight. We love giving Alicia a night off, Pete a night off, and everybody a night off. So if you guys would like to write some questions, contact Gina Grotsky on Facebook. She's our producer for this show, and she handles all the administrative question setup stuff and like all the behind the scenes stuff that I had to do her job tonight, and I just failed at it miserably. But or you can send me a note at mydvcpoints@gmail.com, and we'd love to have you guys. We'd love to have you come in and join the team. And thank you so much for playing, everybody. Thanks for sharing the show out, and congratulations to everybody who won. So that's all I got tonight. So
super fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah,
this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, let me do that as well. One more pitch here as well. And so, Matthew, Imagineer podcast.
This side.
This side, right? This side. Okay.
Backwards.
On me.
Right
there.
It's got to
up. Right up.
Wait, this way.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, and tilt your camera up as well. You got some DVC
Oh, yeah.
friends.
Oh yeah. So I'm a former cast member, and I used to work at Disney Vacation Club. So I had to. This was my little sign poster when I left Disney Vacation Club, moved back home to New York. So had to show some love.
Yep. So you got a
New
little
York.
bit of
Oh, you're from there too? Awesome.
Buffalo, New York.
I'm downstate, so
gotcha. So Imagineering Podcast is available iTunes, Stitcher, iHeart, every place, right? Under the sun.
Just about every podcast out there. Just type Imagineering Podcast, you'll find it.
Yeah, incredibly well-produced show, guys. Incredibly great co-host and guest, and we're so glad to have him join us tonight. And so, yeah, check him out, right? Instagram. Dude, you own Instagram. Like...
running the race. I'm just putting out as much. I wake up every morning just thinking about what I want to, like, what I'm feeling that day, what sort of Disney state of mind I want to transport myself to, and that's all I do. I have no ahead of time game plan. It's just how I'm feeling that day. This is what I want to post today. That's it.
Yeah, and yeah. So, anyways, follow on Instagram, all that fun stuff. And thanks for tuning in, everybody. We will be back on Wednesday night at 8:00 with a little bit more kid-friendly trivia. And then Friday night, we're here with a little bit more grown-up themed trivia, okay, like you saw tonight. So we'd love to have you guys come back in, join us, Mouse Quiz. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Mouse Quiz. And I cheat and I use my YouTube channel at my DVC points for this there. So if you could subscribe, all that fun stuff, great. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and have a great night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.